pretty serious.
There goes my watermelon.
Yeah, the 4th of July, and you don't want that to be you.
No,
right?
don't.
The 4th of July, I mean, it is right here. And Phoenix fire officials, they are demonstrating just how quickly even those legal fireworks can turn very dangerous.
Yes, and we were talking earlier this morning that sometimes you're out at a neighborhood function for the 4th of July and you're wondering,
I know.
Is this legal?
Last year, my neighbor, I was like, I don't think that should probably, I don't think you should be doing that.
So we've got the do's and the don'ts, thankfully. We've got 12 News journalist Tori King live this morning at Phoenix Fire Regional Training Academy. Tori, catch us up. What is legal? What isn't? What do we need to know this year?
Well, I think it's really interesting to note that this will be the last year that someone has all 10 of their fingers before the 4th of July. Now, that sounds like a really jarring fact. That's because it is, and unfortunately, it does happen every year. That's why we have the fire department here giving some safety tips, some warnings, all the information that you need to know. We've got Captain DJ Lee here with us this morning. He's going to tell us about the new restrictions going on. So what are these new restrictions and why were they put into place?
Absolutely. So we have these Zone 1 fire restrictions put in place because it's been so hot, very dry, not a lot of rain out there, higher winds than normal. So we put it into effect for any desert or regional parks within 1 mile. Even legal fireworks are not allowed to be lit off. So we've always had, if you can see on this map here, there's red zones that have always been restricted, but now we have these stage 1 active restrictions put in place and within 1 mile of any desert regional park that even the legal fireworks are not allowed to be let off.
Well, and you can actually, if you don't know if your area is under this zone, you can actually look that up really easily this year, right? You have a website for that?
Yeah, it's at Celebrate Safely at Phoenix.gov. You can type in your address. It'll pull up the actual location, whether you fall in that zone or not. And if you're going to celebrate somewhere else, again, look at that area. The map is out there. There's some steep consequences if you guys do light them off. There's a large fine and up to jail time, depending on the severity of it. So again, check it out, the map. Celebrate safely. We always say, leave it to the professionals.
Perfect. And speaking of the professionals, let's go ahead and talk over here about what is legal and what's not legal. Can you explain some of these fireworks for people?
Absolutely. So the real basic thing to say is if it shoots in the air or explodes, that is going to be illegal. So your Roman candles, your rockets, the black cats, anything that explodes or, again, shoots up in the air, those are illegal. The ones that are legal would be like the poppers, the sparklers, the fountains, things like that. Those are all legal. But, again, if you're within that zone, you're not going to be able to put those out.
Okay, gotcha. And then I want to come over here. Let's go show them what's going on. If you want to walk with me, we'll go over here. We did have a demonstration earlier this morning. You can see it's still smoking and smoldering. That used to be what was a makeshift alleyway, kind of showing you like, hey, there's trash here. And what happens if you light off a firework really nearby some of this brush? Can you talk about the demonstration from today?
Absolutely. So what we showed is the potential dangers of actually a legal firework. When it was one of those fountains in an alleyway, so to speak. Set it off. We didn't properly dispose of it, put it in a dry area. Next, you know, within 10 minutes, this is what you're looking at, complete destruction. There's nothing left. So again, there's a lot of heightened dangers that we kind of showed with this. So it goes very fast and it doesn't take much to set these off.
Well, and you also blew up some watermelons and you had a dummy over here as well. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so that's good. It goes to show the dangers of explosive fireworks. The one with the mannequin where we had him holding an M80 firework, that's illegal. I mean, there was nothing left of their hands, and they probably did some more severe damage to their body. Could be up to death on those. The watermelons, you can see there's one full watermelon left. We exploded 3 other ones, and there was nothing left of the watermelon. So you can imagine if you're holding on to something like that, or it's anywhere near you, you're going to have some significant injuries and up to death on those.
Well, thank you so much, Captain Lee. We really appreciate you for being here. But yeah, as you can see, if you're not careful, even with legal fireworks, things like this can happen. I mean, imagine that right there being your home. It's only been 10 minutes and it has completely burned to the ground. So again, we're going to have all these tips as well as any of the areas that are going to be prohibited for fireworks. All of that on our website. Just go to 12news.com. Reporting here live in Phoenix, I'm Tori King with 12 News Today in AZ.
Yeah, Tori, we just got to leave it to the professionals. Thank you so much for all of those details. Hey, if you are staying in town for 4th of July, there is so much to get out and be part of with your community. These fireworks shows, there's happening all across the valley. And yes, those are the professional ones that you want to go to. Scan the QR code right there on your screen. It'll take you over to a full list on 12news.com.